Hello and welcome. Right. The other one is going already. Everyone's engine's going. I thought let's get this one going too, but I'm going to do this myself because every single time we've been shooting on the same field since I haven't upgraded. I've been naughty. I've not upgraded cosplay. Yeah, because it would have like done. No, it wouldn't have mattered now because obviously I've moved to a new hard drive and all the rest of it. But when I first decided not to do this, I right now someone's back. This is a bit of a rather eccentric place. It's sort of my kind of place. Yeah, I do. I like things that are a bit different. But no, it won't open because it's not yours. It's weird and out from map to map that changes though. Some it just opens if you click it, others it doesn't. But that is a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. That is a bit strange. Notice this way. That's the way. It is. The idea of having to like reverse up a very narrow seems a little bit strange, even for me. Yeah, I did set the course, but I'm not going to use it. We're not going to come back this way, so we'll shut the gate. I'll ask for people if you can borrow the gate, and then... Right, let's get cracking. Here we have... Yeah, I'll say you've got to plant first. We have done all of that a long time ago. At least I suppose I've got the guidelines. It is weird. It's true. I was just thinking to myself that I'm not a massive fan of Mr. Lurcher, but I always seem to be the one that gets Lurcher. He's like trying to get me, used to using it. I sort of am, but it's just so strange. It's acceleration so slowly. So we'll go through till tomorrow morning as well. So we've done all the planting and seeding that information. I'm very pleased with that. Yeah, I thought it's weird. You stick the two on cosplay and what they both just sit there. Let's just quickly start the engine ready for when we are finished. This is our last. Obviously, the fields, the grass fields, haven't been. But it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about that. We're still going to do well out of it. Yeah, I think Valley Spring was the one that sort of taught me that. It was not supposed to be fertilised and lined, which, to be honest, I would imagine almost all farms don't do the way that we do in Farm Simulator. That it's just a grass field and they cut the grass and they let it grow and then they cut the grass. So meadows in the real world, I would say, are probably far more true than the way that we like cut the grass and then we like fertilise and lime it. If you do precision farming, I just don't think that's the way that's done in real life. On almost all the fields that I know, none of that happens. It literally is just cut the grass, it grows, and then a few months later they'll go and do it again. I never quite judge it right when I do the sideways thing. But I suppose I am better that was not too bad actually. Last little bit. We'll get these three all down to the farm, and for once we're going to stick everything away. Right, so let's follow. Oh, that's a point. Do we? Not sure about that because it's very slow. Yeah. It is his job. We could leave him at the side of the field. I'm not being horrible. We do need to move him. Definitely. This you have got to get right, dead right, and I'm not going to be dead right. And I've got the funnel following. I need to sort of like get level, so this is going to totally box the work. Hang on, what are you trying to do? Those wheels, it's always the wheels. Oh, I've got caught with the back end, I realised. I'm going to have to switch the traffic up, aren't I? Actually, this is too long, isn't it? How did I get in? Right, okay, let's fix this. For starters, we can't do it with everybody like charging across the map at us. You know, like in real life, that drivers would stay back. But in Farm Simulator, we have Wally drivers, both in tractors. We do, it's true, Elizabeth, you are being silly. Right, thank you. We are, I think, gonna need. What we might be able to do it. I think it's just we've got to be. This has got to be a clean exit. I mean, you can see how it's got to be. I don't know that you're gonna get it much better than that. Also, I think we're jammed. Okay, actually done. Right, brilliant. That is amazing. Right, so that's one. Stick you. Right, yeah. Just that. Oh, leave no man behind. I can't remember what film it's from, but I just got those words come into my head. So you know, we'll take everyone. Yeah, we're not going to leave a man behind. I think even the little Massey is going to be following, even though he'll probably just be a little bit slow. We're not leaving him behind. Come on then, little Massey, little grey Massey. I was thinking, I was like gonna say, I'll spend £7.5 grand, £6.5 grand on doing this. And I thought, hang on a minute, no, we need to. I think we need to pull this out a bit. I don't think it likes it dangling and hitting the thing. I think that's why it's seen it as a collision, whereas it never saw it before. And I thought it reminded me of the grey pack that we used to have in FS19, which I'd got. Even on low note, that was one of it. Let's just see. Does it say collision? Yeah, it does. Alright, no, I'll do this the other way then. We're gonna have to leave with the slope. It's just gonna really please the poor driver of the JCB who can go 4 times as fast. I'm not gonna be very happy, but it is what it is. Apologies to whomsoever is chosen out of the pool of drivers that we get assigned to do said job. I suppose we're down a little lane anyway. There's lots of twists and turns. It's not like we're going a long way. We're all right. I thought we'd get everything put away tidily. I quite like the farmyard. Yeah, now it's actually got everything like silo and animals, and it's a proper farmyard. A very simple design, but simple is quite frequently better than complicated with twists and turns. We can get everywhere quickly. It's not. Yeah, one of the most things that I do find, especially on British maps, is that they're cluttered. Is the biggest tendency of all for scrap. I'm glad we managed to use the little Massey though. It wasn't forgotten and useless. Just well, I mean, no, I would have still used him, and it wouldn't have been useless ever. He was a valid part of the team. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Right, let's use our. This is the one thing that's bad about this farmyard. For long things like that is the fact that obviously it turns in on itself, and I did make mention of that. I knew it might actually catch me out at some point, so we're gonna have to like do the nudging trick. sort of like do that for it, because it's not, we can't do it otherwise. But it's not the end of the world, and we've got, let's be honest, we've got the equipment to fix it, so that's all that really matters, is that we've got a good team and we can actually fix any issues like that, because it goes the wrong way. Because obviously it was designed for the farmyard, you know, I did mention that it goes in like that. Right, so let's go you. We have done everything. I'm just trying to think. Mind you, we are going to need these for. Yeah, we are. These two, the fertilizer and lime, we're going to need for our grass fields regularly. So we'll leave those out as little soldiers as they are. And you will definitely need. Now this, I think, this design is probably. Ooh, it says as it crashes into the manure pits. This is probably no rule because this is nice and long. It is, but I don't think it can turn the corner at the end. So we need to sort of like left the Valzelli a little bit in the way to get a bit. And I did intend before I brought you in this session to actually get all of the little jobs like this lipping and that done, but it appears that I got a bit. That's what I thought would happen. Yeah, it is. It's going through the roof. Okay, there is. We have the technology. Never fear. Yeah, and I will have a go at fixing this. This I knew from the beginning was the issue that could have undone us a little. Really, was the fact that it was a little bit too severe than I would have liked it. So we need to sort of like do that. And then hopefully. Yes, you can see the collisions are not quite right. You're sort of pushing in a place where it doesn't exist, or yeah, only if it's got the ability to be touched to that place. Like that. Now that surprises me. You're not very heavy at that point, and you have wheels. Doesn't always, I say, physics are not always perfect though. Wow. Is that going me weight? It's hindering me. Wow, amazing sometimes how physics work in the game, which isn't. No, I never need the back. Might sort of be able to. I do love that trick of rolling over it. It sort of does 9 out of 10 times work if it's a little unorthodox, but I was thinking before, I am very geeky, I know that, but it is who I am, really, and I suppose it's true. They do say of British people that as a race, yeah, you could say race, but we're not really a race, because there's only one race of man. But as a tribe, then that's probably, it's an old-fashioned way of looking at it, but as a tribe, English people do tend to be more eccentric than a lot of others. That's going to probably mean I'm going to go tall again. I've nearly leveled it, but yeah, it's not going to work again, because seconds you don't. Let's get that Valzelli out of the way. That's really not helping. Right. Come on, this has become a challenge now. We've spent half a session on trying to get that in correctly. Okay, you get that. Weird how you get your angles wrong sometimes. Right, this can't go in, now that I always knew. Yeah. I thought Right, yeah, I am gonna do what I said I was gonna do. I wanted to make this a bit more tidy and like look like a farmyard. You know those finishing touches. So let's go into a bit of a time lapse. We're not going to go through till. Let's make this for once actually a farmyard, not just put up with it just being as it is. So I'm going to say my words, and we're going to have a wave our magic wand and get the builders in and make it hopefully look a bit like and function properly as a farmyard. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right. I'll leave that one. I did sort of say it is a really good, but it is at the back, and it is really only cause it will fit in there, but it won't fit in there. The gradient is too not quite got that right that bit there. It's only whenever when you get down, and it is true. That's awful. It really is. Call them down, and that's why I hate the raise and lower tool. Even though it's been adjusted a little, it's still a bit monstrous when you like start to like feather it. It doesn't feather very well, but it is what it is. It's a step in the right direction. It has been improved somewhat, so yeah, that's something about. Unless I spent hours on it, but I've got paths where I should have paths, grass where I should have grass, where it let me again, the limitations. Not sure about this particular one. I never have been. Not. It's weird. It looks so uniform from above, but it's not too bad at this level. It looks like it should do. But when you sort of go up, it looks really like diamonds, sort of like all the way around. But it is true when you go down, it actually looks. But again, it sort of shows the human who designed it because when you go high, that's what it really looks like. But it does look like this as well. But what I mean is the pattern is too pattern-like. It's that failing of designers to design something too perfect, and then it's not right. So then, milk is going up, water still good, food is good, slurry is at 26 tons. I believe we said we're going to like fix that, move you out of the way of the production shed. We also said we're going to do some slurry only, didn't we? Let's stick these sort of in the shadow a little bit. Yeah, they can sort of like hover in there. So, although we normally use, we should have to use the big guy. Oh, well, we usually use him as well, so yeah. Can we feel? Oh, it's gone again. It's gone. Yeah, there's still a bit of a lump, it's true. Yeah. Limitations. Sometimes it is what it is, really. Right, so you can grab the food one, which we did run up there. And we're going to go for till tomorrow, and we're actually going to get a bit of wheat done. I'm pleased. I'm really sort of obviously sweating a bit. It is the as my gate is the 8th of the 11th, so we have like 3 or 4 days left to go before it's 25 drops. So I'd like to finish this really. Right, so I was looking. Yeah, I was going to say I'm not going to get this through at the minute, am I? Because it's still the same day. Let's have our resties in our house. Check the sales. Yeah, exactly as it was. Yeah, I like that. That's I had that feeling of it was here. It was always here all along. A little bit of a mountain. I know you've just sort of got to do this, and a bit of a path for me to escape up to the farm as well. Why not? It's authentic. At 8 o'clock. Oh, you've not done the fertilizing on the fields. We set. Oh no, we did. Yeah, no, we did. But then we followed everybody out. Yeah, no, I did. An aberration. So we have done everything. Let's just check on camera. I have. I'm not doubting myself now. I'm just. So we do need to do the grass today, but I think that's probably. No, we could probably. I think we can do it. I think that will be the session. We've just set the. Yeah, so we've got growth everywhere. That's nice to see. We have. Do we have any weeds? We should have. Oh, I forgot about 16. 16 and 35. We're going to set the weeder going soon. And then we're going to take the 70 tonner up to the big X1180. With stones, we know we've got a bit. We have and precision farming. This is what I'm really interested in. pH perfect everywhere. And apart from the 2 grass fields which we knew about, I did say that they'd sort of got missed. I did manage to lime them though. But yeah, I didn't do the. Oh, right. So it is. Oh, we'll just talk. Oh no, yeah, it's the Lamborghini is 2. It's the Hurliman and the Stroke Lamborghini Max. So I think we could probably actually do with the Biggie. It makes it, but it's 124,000. I'm only doing this because I've never had it. No, I think I did once actually. Very Fent-like, isn't it? Even the front nose is a little bit too Fent-like, although it's different enough that they couldn't get told off for, yeah, for like Robin. But another 246 horsepower. I don't think we need one. No. Yeah, yeah. All we need is a. Well, as I said, I will trick yourself to the twin screw. If nothing else drops, we will. Alright, so then let's get cracking. I'm going to go into a time lapse though, because this is a little bit of a. It's a bit of a slow burn. All of this, so we do need to get the 70 tonner up to the top there. Why is that not? How come I can do it with a dolly, but I can't do it with a proper lorry? It's not reading that as, and it was perfect there. Absolutely perfect. Right, anyway, yeah, time lapse time. See you guys on the other side.
Right, I'm coming at the time lapse now because yeah, it's nearly my time to slip off to work. It's yeah, the traffic's off. I realised that, but I thought, you know, it's probably sensible not to switch to traffic on at the minute. Really, with all of the faffings around, the Valsell is better going forwards. The X2 Studios, I think, is better going backwards. Although I couldn't reverse it out the gate. I couldn't get the pivot. It's because when you're outside, there's no constraints. There's nothing in your way, so you can angle into a small space. When you're going out of a small space, you've got constraints and you can't get your angle right. So it's never really realised that. I don't always think about the mechanics involved in something real. I just do it, you know, like, and you either do it well or you do it badly. But it is quite a science, really. I mean, you don't have to think of it as a science, really. Like anything, skills are skills. You just gain them and you don't really worry about it, and you get better. And if your mind's open, then you'll listen to like what your driving instinct tells you. It's not always right, but it usually is. I mean, yeah, there's many times I'll say something based upon my driving instinct. Now, also, this is longer than a tractor, so therefore it is a bad idea to use this, you know, as to take like I was initially. I thought, yeah, the other thing I didn't think of was the gates. I left myself enough room for getting into the original Farm Supply production, but the gates are in the way, so therefore I didn't sort of take into consideration the facts that the gates have to remain open, and so they go into the field, and so I can't get to it without wrecking my oats. So yeah, obviously better as a grass field as it was originally, but obviously we're coming out. I'll show you what I mean. I don't think I can do this without. No, I can't. I know I can't. Yeah, if you look, at least I don't think you can. I might be. Maybe, yeah. I did actually leave that extra. Maybe I can actually. Maybe I again, angles. It's quite frequently angles that you like look from this angle and think, no, I'm never going to do that. But it's actually much better. The angle also is the right angle for. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare when the traffic's on, which I will switch on shortly. But yeah, you'd have to really, I think, do this. And if this is yeah, the Varzelli doesn't. I don't know whether it's a horsepower thing because I never noticed this. Although I didn't reverse that much, doesn't like the Massey doesn't seem to have the power to make it turn. It really resists in reverse. It's good in forwards, but reverse not so much. Not for the. But again, it could be a horsepower thing. It is a big beast, but with the 348 horsepower or 300. Yeah, 350 horsepower, let's just call it that. Yeah, you can see it really does not want to turn at all. I've got to so severely go it, and then it's sort of overdoing it. But it's just like it, to me, it feels like it hasn't got the power. Yeah, it's just not turning. Let's try it with the biggie. I've got 3 minutes, 2.5. So you are the one there. We've done everything. It's the good. Okay, just a little bit boring, but we're not going to get much in, I know. Just see if it is a horsepower thing or whether it is the Valzelli's good in forward but not in reverse. Could be that as well. Good session though. We have got all of our jobs done, which I like. And it wasn't a terrible. I do like that. That has added a bit of authenticity. It makes it look more like a farmyard than a collection of buildings. It's still a bit bumpy on it, but they're not. These type of roads tend to be, so not really out of character. So then let's see, with this beast, can I actually reverse well the Valzelli, or is it? Ooh, that is a bit. It's still gonna be tight though. Come forwards again, or we're gonna like literally wreck the crop. So then, let's see. With this, can we still gonna be tight. Does seem to want to turn more with this than it ever did with the Massey, like the Massey was underpowered for it. Yeah, it's only sort of front. It's very close to the crop though. Although I am far out. Oh, 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 oh. Be careful. That's why I don't like this type of thing when you've got to do this. Yeah, it's still tight. I don't think I'd feel that this was a good move to do this, really. Like, I mean, originally I was going to do it with the Crone itself, but that would be a definite no-no. Yeah, I really don't want to risk. That's my alarm. Tell me it's 7 o'clock, so I didn't beat my... I'm trying to think, I think what I'd have to do is sort of like that, but then we're going to miss the boat, but I think we could probably I know what we can do. Let's be sensible for a minute. It is a bit of a faff. I wouldn't want to do this, but being as we have actually taken the time to do this to prove really it's not a good idea, even with all of the space I did, we're too close to a crop, way too close. So definitely a horsepower thing with the Valzelli. This is something for a big tractor. The Massey, which is 200 horsepower, it's okay to push to pull it, but not to sort of like push it backwards. It doesn't seem to have the oomph to do it. It just seems to resist the turn completely. So I'm going to leave it there. It's time for me to sling my hook to work, or at least to get ready. So, all that remains to say is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.